Today, we are going to be spending 6 hours in one of the best first class seats in the sky as we fly from Geneva to Abu Dhabi and onward to Delhi. This is the Etihad first class suite.
Wow, 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 wow.
Wow! Complete with a closing door, mini bar, luxurious amenities, a huge TV, pajamas, and bottles of champagne that costs more than we paid for this ticket. The best part is, these tickets should have cost over $10,000 and we paid less than $100 per person. This was all thanks to frequent flyer miles that we earned through travel credit cards. I've written an entire post on our website explaining all the details of exactly how we did that, so we'll link that down below, but you can read that after this video is over. For now, join us as we share every detail of this incredible first class experience with you. Someone is very excited to be flying first class today.
Have a good flight, enjoy your days, thank you very much.
I cannot tell you how good it feels to finally have this ticket in my hands. We have been waiting a week for these tickets here in Geneva. As Americans, we need a visa to go to India, and after moving this flight 3 times, spending an entire day here at the airport, multiple hours on hold with Air Canada, we got to the airport this morning at 9 a.m. It is now 3:30. Finally. The ticket is finally in hand. I liked it because it took 2 seconds. The thing that makes today super special is that this is our first time ever flying first class together. We've both flown it separately. I flew Emirates. It was the best flight of my entire life. Kara flew Lufthansa first class, where she had a private wine tasting above the Atlantic. So I'm really interested to see how Etihad stacks up against Emirates and Lufthansa.
How are you? I'm so good. Thank you. Enjoy your flight. Bye-bye.
From Abu Dhabi to the world.
She's a little much this morning. I'm not with her.
Hello. I'm gonna cry. I have tears in my eyes. This is so beautiful. I don't even know what side to sit on. Oh, this side.
No way.
This is nuts.
You have here the pajamas and slippers.
Wow.
And I place it here.
We have a rosé as well if you would like to try.
Definitely.
You want the rosé after takeoff?
Yeah.
Okay, so enjoy.
Thank you. It's too much.
Okay, now that we're settled in, let us give you a full tour around the Etihad first class suite. The only thing I have to compare this to so far is the Emirates first class suite, and I have to say, it's not as shiny or as golden or as well lit, but it is just as comfortable and it might be a bit bigger. And then each suite has its own private coat closet. And probably the craziest part is back behind the camera. There's basically an entire second seat underneath the TV. First off, on this right armrest, you have the controls for the entire suite. You can either actually physically push buttons, or if that's too old school for you, there is a touch screen. There is also a remote control for the TV. The TV is technically touchscreen, but that is super far away in the suite, so we'll be controlling our TV from here. It looks like there's live TV, music, all the things that you would expect on a first class flight. We have our own air control up here, and inside the right armrest that is kind of falling apart, we've got some headphones, the plugs for your headphones, USB charger. The seat is super comfy. I'm pretty sure if I scoot it like this, Kara and I could both fit in the seat together. I mean, tons of room.
I don't know why this makes me so happy, but I have my own mini bar. This water is cold. I don't think it's a real fridge. I think they just came from the refrigerator. Still cool.
Before we even sat down in our seat, there were a few things waiting on us. This little sanitary kit, an amenity kit, which I have no doubt Kara will give you a full review of.
I don't know why I saw that.
We were given a card for free Wi-Fi, a drink menu with 2 different types of champagne, 9 different types of wine, aperitifs, cocktails, mocktails, beers, spirits, and all of the food also sounds delicious. This is the fanciest paper I've ever seen on an airplane menu. It's like silk.
Silky eye mask. Some socks with some anti-slippers. Body lotion. Smells amazing. Toothbrush and toothpaste. Lip balm. And last but not least, I assume this is like cologne and perfume. Yeah, I think this could go either way. All of this is great, but what I'm most excited about, so soft. I'm so excited.
It's a pleasure to be the captain aboard this flight this morning, joined by my colleague, Senior First Officer Jacob, looking after your safety and comfort. From Amasa Warren.
This is so weird because my seat is facing the back of the plane. I think this is the first time I've ever taken off backwards. Let the 6-hour countdown begin. Wow, these mountains are insane. These nuts are warm.
Ah, much better.
Thank you, tablecloth.
This tray table is absolutely massive.
Thank you. What do you want, please? Oh yeah, one is good. Thank you. I love this girl.
Thank you so much. A little privacy to enjoy my caviar. This is my 4th time ever having caviar in my entire life. My first was on my Emirates first class flight, then the Orient Express, then at the North Pole, and now here. Caviar is one of those foods that I'm not sure that I actually enjoy the food itself, but the memories that it brings back, that's what I really love about it.
1 point for Etihad, pearl spoon. You know, so it doesn't affect the taste of the caviar. Bon appetit. Thank you. This is all just the appetizer?
Yes.
This is amazing. I ordered the Arabic Mezze plate, which includes baba ganoush, tabouleh, and hummus. And that comes with some Arabic bread, whatever this warm, beautiful stuffed dumpling is, and some falafel. Looks like Nate got the tuna.
Even though we're not flying side by side, we still have the option of eating together. The bench that sits in front of the TV has a seat belt, so it's technically a seat, so I can join Kara for dinner and we can sit across the table from each other on an airplane. Although I am blocking the TV, so I'm not sure which one Kara would rather have.
I'll just pause it. Love Middle Eastern food. It's amazing. I might as well be at a 5-star restaurant in Abu Dhabi.
Okay, up to this point, Etihad or Lufthansa?
As far as the seat goes, Etihad. I didn't have a door on my Lufthansa flight, and I just feel like overall it feels a little nicer. And as spoiled as this sounds, I don't really care. I just feel like it should count. I didn't have a pearl spoon on my Lufthansa flight. Other than that, I feel like as far as the food goes and the service goes, they've been about the same, but I feel like it's 3 points for Etihad. I just feel like I'm the only one on this plane right now until you came in. Real quick, wait, don't click away, give us 20 seconds. We just wanted to remind you that we're giving away a free trip to the Maldives.
This includes 6 nights in an overwater bungalow, breakfast, lunch, and dinner,
Plus a free personal butler.
and we'll throw in $3,000 to cover the flights. To enter, all you have to do is sign up for our travel newsletter, The Daily Drop.
It's free and available worldwide and the best travel newsletter on the planet.
There's a link in the description below, or you can scan the QR code here on the screen.
Anyone in the world, everyone is entered.
Boy, do I prohibit the terms and conditions apply, blah, 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 blah.
Okay, back to the video. Lovely.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. What have been
Thank you. Cheers.
This looks incredible. The ravioli was the only vegetarian option on the menu, so that's what we both got. Bellissimo. Go. We have 3 hours left. Here you go.
Kara kicked me out of her suite so that she could watch movies, but that was pretty incredible. Definitely a bucket list item for me. Eating dinner at a table across from each other on a first class flight is something I've dreamed about for probably 10 years now. Sadly, we only have about 3 hours left in this flight, so we're gonna sit back, relax, change into some more comfortable clothes, and enjoy the rest of this incredible experience.
Wow. It's gigantic. Details, details, details. Hand sanitizer, details. Oh, reusable towels. And a third teeny tiny mirror. This is no doubt the best looking airplane bathroom I've ever been in, but if we're being honest, kind of lacking in the amenities department. I like it when they have that facial mist. There's also no mouthwash, but you know, who really cares? Watch this. Touchless flusher. I should also mention that they come in and fold the toilet paper between each use. I assume that means they clean as well, because it is super clean in here. I'm kind of already wearing PJs, but figure since I have them, I might as well wear them. Honestly, these are the best airplane jammies I've ever received. They are so soft. They have these cute little buttons that you can undo. Drawstring pants. I gotta say, Lufthansa's pajamas. Whoa, I have a duvet, super soft blanket, and a mattress pad. Sweet dreams. You know you're in love when you can't fall asleep because reality is finally better than your dreams. I couldn't have said it better myself, Dr. Seuss. I'm in love and there's no way I'm sleeping on this flight. Not one, not two, 3 pillows. She also brought me some chocolate. I'm gonna pretend like it's because I'm special and not everybody gets this.
I decided not to get my suite turned into a bedroom, but I did discover the massage function on the remote. So I'm currently sitting here at 30,000 feet getting a massage as I watch The Big Bang Theory.
Expected arrival time to Abu Dhabi this evening is gonna be
Have a good evening.
Thank you.
Thank you. It's warm.
That was the fastest 6 hours of my entire life. And Kara has not changed out of her pajamas. I wish I could be more like her, but I just can't. So we have a 19-hour layover here in Abu Dhabi. Should we leave the airport? Probably. Have we been here once before? Yes. We had the gold coffee, we saw the Grand Mosque, we rode the fastest roller coaster, and we're hoping that this time we have access to the first class lounge. And if we do, we're probably just gonna spend the next 19 hours here in the airport.
Stick the card in the thing. Oh, I just want to go to sleep.
Well, you have darkness because I can't get the lights to come on.
Oh, this whole night has been such a disaster. Honestly, I don't care.
We don't have power.
Good morning. As you can probably see, we did not make it into the first class lounge last night, and man, was it a night. Long story short, we didn't get lounge access last night. Plan B was to sleep at a hotel in the airport, which ended up being full. So by 1 a.m. last night, the options were sleep on the ground or leave the airport and get a hotel. So that's what we decided to do. We ended up here, but it wasn't that simple. Drones aren't allowed in the UAE. We didn't plan on coming into this country, so that hadn't even crossed my mind. So as we were coming into the country, going through customs, scanned my bag, they found the drone. Not a huge deal, except I had to sit in this office for an hour while they took it and wrote this stuff up, and now I had to go back and get it this morning. By 3 a.m. last night, we were in this hotel and going to sleep, and now we're heading back to the airport.
6 hours before our flight, we were finally allowed in the first class lounge, and I have to say, it was worth the wait. If anybody was wondering how different Nate and I are when it comes to food, just look at what we ordered. I got spicy tofu pad thai, and Nate got sugary sweet chocolate pancakes. This is us to a T.
Okay, it's 12:30. We've been up for like 2 hours, and I want to know what you would order.
That's
are you
a
a
great
spicy pad thai person, or are you a pancake person? You should be a pancake person. This, to my knowledge, is the only airport lounge in the world that has a gym inside of it. It's not very big. It's got a couple free weights in the corner, 2 treadmills, a bike, and an elliptical machine, but it's still pretty cool to be standing in the only one in the world. I anticipated being able to get into this lounge last night, and I actually packed running clothes so that I could run here, because it's kind of like a weird bucket list item for me, but unfortunately we've run out of time. Well, I chose pancakes and champagne over running. That's what really happened. Okay, from here we have a 3.5-hour business class flight to Mumbai. So a lot of people use business class and first class interchangeably. In the US, they call first class, when you're flying domestically, those like 2 seats that are basically just like slightly bigger recliners, first class. But if you're flying internationally, it's completely different. We flew first class on the way here on the 787, and on the way to Mumbai, we're flying business class in the 787. So you're gonna get to see the difference side by side between first class and business class. She's mustered up the energy for an arm dance. After not going to sleep till 3 a.m., she is dancing with her arms. It is happening, people. She used to dance like this for economy class. Now it's spoiled her and she won't even dance for business. Thank you so much. Do you have any extra?
Yes.
All right. Apparently we're still doing this on the way to India. Oh.
This is so incredibly nice. I love being next to each other in the middle aisle this time, so it's not like a pure comparison because we're technically in a totally different style seat. This is fabulous, like next level fabulous. And we get to be with each other.
And the crazy thing is, the hotel that I booked, which I'll give you some more information on how I actually travel hacked that and saved a bunch of money on, is on the screen on the TV.
Are you kidding me?
That's our hotel. That's what I booked.
Looks like a castle?
That's us.
Wow, it's all anytime, guys.
It's a much shorter menu than last time, but it's also a much shorter flight.
Thank you.
Please forgive me for what I'm about to say. These nuts are cold. This is just a review. I don't care, but our welcome nuts were warm yesterday.
Honestly, the seat is so much better than I expected for a 3.5-hour flight. We have our own little pod. We don't have a closing door, but you still have quite a bit of privacy. I mean, it's still like my own private space on an airplane. It's pretty incredible. You have the same remote as you have in first class to control the TV. We aren't going to get any loungewear or slippers.
Would you like some slippers, sir?
I'm very embarrassed that I did save these from our first class flight. I'm taking them all the way to India with me.
I've also brought you an amenity kit.
including exit signs. يسهل المشبك المعدني في القفل. يمكن تعديل الحزام بسحب الشريط. لفك الحزام الحمولة والأجهزة الإلكترونية كبيرة.
Look how colorful and beautiful this is. This is the prettiest airplane meal I've ever seen. So we have this beautiful vegetable curry with potato salad. It's so good.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now on our final approach. Please fasten your seatbelts and ensure that your seat back is upright.
3.5 hours later, we have landed back in India. This is our first time back here in over 4 years.
I'm very sad that our first class experience is over, but at the same time, I am so pumped to be back here. India is unlike any other place I've ever been.
Overwhelming to all the senses, but a place unlike any other for sure. It's been 28 hours since I've seen this bag. To the Taj Mahal Palace. Yes.
So fancy.
It does feel good to be back. This is my last travel hack of the day. A free sedan to the hotel, as well as $200 off, but I'll explain when we get there. Good morning. After traveling to 100 countries, I would consider this one of the top 3 hotels I have ever stayed in my entire life. Here's why. Most people, when they come to Mumbai, they go to visit the gateway to India. Not only is the gateway to India right outside of our hotel, this hotel is actually older and more historic. We learned last night it's 195 years old, and they've done an incredible job of updating the place while also maintaining the historic feel. It literally feels like you're staying inside a palace, a historic palace. Most nice hotels I would consider pretty pretty sterile. And normally that's a good thing because you know if you stay in a Marriott hotel, either in India or the US, you're gonna get a similar experience, a similar type of service. The room's gonna be clean. But at the same time, whether you're staying in India or the US, if you're inside the hotel, you'd probably never know the difference. You're not really traveling when you stay in other hotels. As soon as you enter this hotel, it feels like you're traveling. There is no doubt that you're in India. From the greeting, to the design, to the food, to the free yoga at 8 a.m. and even the guy in the lobby playing the sitar. It's a full-on experience here. Anyway, this hotel's amazing. If you ever come to Mumbai, I'd highly recommend staying here. But that was all just extra information that you didn't ask for. What I promised you last night was to explain how we saved hundreds of dollars on this booking. So let me do that. So normally in videos, I don't take the time to explain this stuff because a lot of people just don't care. But little hacks like this have enabled us to travel more when we couldn't afford it and to travel more luxurious now when otherwise we wouldn't pay for it. And since this video has been all about luxurious experiences for a fraction of the price, I thought for those of you who are still sticking around, I would explain how we saved a bunch of money on this hotel. So this hotel is part of the American Express Fine Hotels and Resorts. So if you have this card, the American Express Platinum card, when you book this hotel, you automatically save $200, which is a pretty great deal. This place wasn't cheap to begin with, so we paid $350 per night to stay here, which is not cheap, but we got a ton of extra perks. According to the website, what you get when you book one of these hotels is a room upgrade when available, daily breakfast for 2, guaranteed 4 p.m. late checkout, noon check-in, complimentary Wi-Fi, and experience credits. So let me show you how those savings add up using this hotel as an example. In total, we paid $700 for the room. We got a private chauffeur from the airport. If it wasn't included, daily breakfast would probably cost $30 a person, and we're here for 2 mornings, so that's $120. Then we got an upgrade to what they call the luxury grand city room view in the palace wing. That's probably an extra $100 a night that this would have cost. And then the 4 p.m. guaranteed late checkout would probably be another $50. That means that this entire experience should have cost $1,150. But we got $200 off the room, and all this other stuff was included for free. So what should have cost us over $1,100 ultimately cost us $500. Again, I try not to share too many of these travel hacks here in the videos because I know a lot of people can't get American credit cards and some people who can just don't care at all. So I'll still share this stuff from time to time, but if you're really into this stuff and you want to learn more, we have started a daily newsletter called The Daily Drop that covers all the best travel hacks every day, and you can sign up for that below or using the QR code here on the screen. I think I just love nothing more than feeling like I'm beating the system. So hopefully there's someone out there still watching this video that enjoyed this.
Lost everything.
We never do this, but we are going to the gate early to make sure that we are the first people on the plane because I want as much time in that seat as possible.
Wow, we're only 7 minutes early. It's not that early.